Sick, my dog started barking. Hello, welcome. We are live. Hooked, casuals back. Josh Taylor versus Ekow Essuman with Moses Itauma also on the undercard. And I've literally, as I click go live, my dog has started barking in the background. So it's a good start. Now, the first things first is obviously we are joined with Paolo, as we are always joined with Paolo, because this is the Paolo and Connor show. So, Paolo, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This looks fantastic. Everything looks good. Stream looks good. I'm checking it out now. I'm all good, man. Listen, everybody, welcome to another stream. We do apologise this morning. Unfortunately, we messed up the times, I would say, Connor.
Yeah, a little bit.
But to be fair, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Sometimes shit happens, innit? So we didn't do the stream this morning because we didn't do it. But we're here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. I think...
I'm not apologising. You're not apologising.
Nah,
we're just saying
really.
we're here now. We're here now.
I've looked at the fight card. The fight card wasn't that great this morning anyway. I wanted to watch Angela Leo after what he did to Lopez, but ultimately it just doesn't matter really, does it? Right. We are obviously watching really the main card. We've missed one fight, but...
I watched that fight. Alois Jr. Listen,
Yes.
Just give a bit of a summary on it. Tough fight, 12th round. He was by the 12th round. He had two knockdowns on his opponent, but in the 12th round, Alois Jr. absolutely just put a peach of a shot in. Fight was done. Literally, it's all I can describe it. That is all she wrote.
Alois has got stupid power, and he's been saying that he's been telling us what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we kind of just need to start listening. But I can't even get into my account right now. Hold on. Here we go. Yes. So there we go. We are in. We're watching. Obviously, we've got Moses versus Balogun. It is already in round 2. We've kind of timed it near perfectly. And he's dropped him as we joined the stream.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And that's fight done.
I'm
not joking. 10 seconds of streaming, and he waited for us. And I want to say, my prediction, round 2 knockout, boom. He did the same thing Gassiev did.
He's snatching chains at the moment. You know that?
Yeah.
He's snatching chains.
He's a superstar.
Listen.
That's ridiculous.
Don't put Moses as your co-main event, because the main event might have to get ready a bit quicker. Because I don't think at the moment there's anyone that's testing him.
That right hook is ridiculous. Like, Balogun's not been in the ring for over 12 months, right? So we're still not talking. We're not talking about him beating some really, really high level. But Dempsey McKean was highly rated for a little while before the Hrgovic fight. Balogun's walked onto that.
Some people need to start putting... No, I don't think there's anyone not respecting Itauma and what he does. But I'm going to tell you something now. Can we stop calling him like... I don't know. Can we stop saying, yeah, he's not quite been in there with someone? It doesn't matter. He's in. He's in. That's all that matters, man.
He's 20. Remember, he's 20. Doesn't like take away the Mike Tyson stuff, because realistically, it doesn't.
Send me a link, Connor, if you can. I'm struggling right now. Go on.
Yeah. Take away the Mike Tyson stuff, because it doesn't matter as much, right? Like, that's a record that just can't. It could be beaten, but will it be beaten? I don't think so. Mike Tyson, it was a product of aggression and timing, whereas Itauma, let's just take a step back and look at what we've actually got, and it's a British 20-year-old who he's just killing everyone.
Yeah. That's literally all you can say.
Yeah. I can't. the shots that he puts together. Like,
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. He is fighting. He's building himself up the right way. But the fact of the matter is he's way above this level, but just not experienced enough yet to go up to that level, which is why he needs these fights, I think. I know that might be hard for some people to understand, but putting him in there with some like a Fabio Wardley now or someone like that when he's not had that experience per se could go against him. We've seen it before. Moses is a generational talent, but what we don't want to do is burn him out early.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's it's a very casual opinion to ask fighters to get straight in with like to put Moses in there against a Joseph Parker right now would be so horrendously stupid. But the shots that he does land on these guys, stupid. It's stupid.
Abdul Rahim, welcome, man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Like, yeah, appreciate that, man. Itauma v Balogun next. That was the first comment you put in. Fireworks. I might have to. Ituma's class. Yeah, Kakachi smoked Wood. Easy last fight. They're talking about potentially. Frank Warren wants Shakur for Kakachi. Interesting. Great fight. Got a comment here. May have to run that one through ChatGPT. Not sure what language that is. Espanol? No? Maybe. We'll find out.
I'll stick that in ChatGPT. We can stick that in a little translate. Yeah, Spanish. Greetings from Venezuela. Essuman win. Okay.
Greetings.
Lovely to have you here.
I'll just say greetings in Spanish, man. I don't speak Spanish.
Let's have a look. Greetings from England. Saludos desde Inglaterra. Probably terrible. I might have butchered that, but I tried.
Stay with us, man, because we speak all languages.
Yeah.
Stay with us, man. Will you send me that link, Connor?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, sorry, bro. Just doing some background work for the stream whilst we're talking. This is what we're working all the time. If you're watching, Barry. Guys, he's got to be here. Barry's got to be here tonight. Do you know what it is? He's never here when I'm here.
No, he'll be here later.
He's always. We're not doing anything later on, so he might. But he's never here when I'm here. I'd love to get him on the stream, man. Share his opinion. Hey, we appreciate the feedback though. From whoever it is, whatever it is duly noted. Interesting fight. Obviously, look, what's next for Itauma?
I don't know. I want David Adelaide because of the British, but realistically, he beats Adelaide. It's difficult. He's too good to keep fighting at this level. So he's forcing the move up, and we know Turkiao Sheikh likes him, so we kind of know that he's gonna go far.
He's 20 years old, man.
Yeah, there's really no limit. If he wants, he could go for a world title this year. I don't think that's sensible. I also don't know if he'd have to take a huge next fight, but could happen.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Got Ade and Carl Frampton. I mean, can I be honest? That's the fight I was excited to see. I wanted to see I'm interested to see Josh Taylor. I've also changed my prediction to anyone that was watching on Thursday or has seen our episode on Thursday. I've changed. Taylor looked good on the scales, and I think he'll outdo Essuman, but still close fight. The first round knockdown was brutal, but that short right hook is ridiculous.
Chuck the link up in the comments, Connor, for people to join as well.
Of course.
Two things to mention before we go into the next fight. Prize for Hook Casuals.
Yes. Yeah,
we are
running. Oh yeah, no, go for it.
We're running a competition. You will see it in the banner of our stream as we speak. £50 Amazon voucher, 500 subs when we get there. We will run a raffle. More than likely, we would do the raffle on one of our weekly shows. So once we've hit 500, we'll schedule a raffle in. And then we will award that Amazon voucher to a lucky winner. To enter, you've got to subscribe to the channel, comment in one of the lives. So make sure you do that within the chance to hopefully come back and watch us, but also win yourself an Amazon voucher. Flight to Tenerife, £50. So you got to go from where, Connor?
Got to go from Stansted.
Exactly that. This is not endorsed by YouTube. This is a competition that we're running. So for many issues that we'll face, I have to say that. And also, Connor's just chucked the link in the comments. Join the stream, reactions. Throw your 2 pence in, jump in, have your say.
Yeah.
Every week we put a link in the comments for people to join the stream. This is a show for the people. This is boxing's talk sport. This is boxing's. Well, I'm trying to think of some other calling shows from the UK.
I think the TalkSport one's good, but the difference is that you can say within reason. We don't accept certain comments that we've had from people, but within reason, you can say what you want. You can have your opinion. You can swear. You don't have to be as restricted as TalkSport.
If you think that we are shit, you can tell us we're shit.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Massively. But we're doing it different. And we've got a lot of streams coming up. You'll see the upcoming schedules just come on screen there. We've got Taylor Essuman tonight. We are doing a morning stream. I believe it might just be me for this one, but on Wednesday, Sugar Nunez versus Rikishi. We've got also coming up is Caleb Plant and Jamal Charlo's fight card, and we've got the Champions League final on the 31st of May. Those are the next 4. Oh, and boxing this week. And boxing this week. 50th episode of boxing this week. Make sure you're there.
Special one, man.
Right, so what else are we doing? We've got quite a lot of stuff we're doing. It's kind of non-stop. You're going to struggle to find a day where we haven't got something coming out. So subscribe. It helps. Yeah.
Subscribe to the Blood Clot channel, man. Cheese and bread. Yeah. We got something for you lot. If you've got a Sky subscription, throw it in the bin. If you've got some people I know have the Fire Sticks, and we know what programs they got on those Fire Sticks, throw them in the bin, man. Come over to here. Get enough interest, we might even just start shooting documentaries. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Fucking Connor Attenborough. Connor going to the world. And but jokes aside, this is a multi-sports platform, reaction platform, should I say.
Yeah.
So, football, darts, boxing is kind of what we've been banging on about the last couple of weeks, but there is room for other stuff to go on there as well and other stuff to happen. The only thing I will not be commenting on is rugby.
Fair. Don't like rugby.
Don't like it?
Don't like it. I just can't get into it.
No.
But yeah. No. Also, worth pointing out, we are already at the co-main event. Are these events getting shorter?
Yeah.
Like, they seem to be wrapping them up quite quick because we're already at Nathaniel Collins versus... oh, Lord. I want to make it clear, by the way, I'm ill, not stupid. I've not forgotten. Lee McGregor, that's the one. So, yeah. We probably should start these streams a little earlier. So in future we will. I think we've been basing it on what we normally have, where by 8 PM the main card's just started. However, that's seemingly the old way. Because we've had it now 2 weeks in a row where we're going to see the main event and we're going to be wrapped up probably before 10 PM.
Do you know what it is? We're used of sitting on here till 12 and starting too early. It's getting it right.
Yeah, true.
It's literally getting it right. So this is the problem. But you know, we're talking. You guys let us know in the comments. What do you want us to react to as well? Because as I said to you, we do the lives. But is there anything else? Throw your 2 pence in. This is your channel as well, people. Yeah. You guys subscribe. This is your channel as well.
Other sports. I'll tell you what's coming up that we could potentially do. I don't know what day it will be on, and I don't know enough about it. And I'm telling you right now, the amount of logic that we'll have behind this stream might be a little bit limited. But NBA Finals will be happening soon. If you want to see basketball, depends on the day, but potentially that could happen. Obviously, they have different. I don't know how that would work because they've got different games. Like they have multiple games in a final, but we're very much open to any sport. Rugby is not going to happen because I can't be asked with it. Paolo can't be asked with it. Realistically, if you want rugby, you can do it yourself on our channel. We'll do all the editing for you. Cool. We can do all that stuff. But if you want to talk about rugby for a couple of hours,
that is actually a great point. To be fair, you want to get involved, you want to do a bit of streaming. Don't want to set it up. Don't have to do anything. Just want to log on and do it.
Yeah,
we can do it. Drop us a message on Instagram or our email address, which is hookedcasuals@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Any ideas that you have, send them across. Send us all your details across. We can get you involved with the channel, man. Yeah, this is a multi-sports channel for the people. We'll set you up. Rugby stream, crack on. We'll do everything for you. You just got to show up and react. But yeah, man. Co-main already. It's 8:30 UK time. Mental.
Wow, that's crazy. The SSC is filled out. The Zone showing their fights right now. Rikishi Nunez will do because it's early morning on a Wednesday. I know that I'm free for that. Barry, before you complain, Paolo might be at work. But
I will definitely be at work, unfortunately, that's Barry.
Normal thing, Barry. So, before you...
what time is it in the morning?
We'll see. I mean, I'm imagining it'll be like 10, 11 a.m.
Right, okay.
Proper, midday.
To be fair, Barry, what I might be able to do is join on my lunch for an hour. So you might be blessed on my presence for 1 hour. Barry. Yeah.
Enemy of the channel. He'll join us.
Nah, he's not. I'd love to talk to Barry. I reckon he'd be a great friend to the channel.
Yeah.
I respect what he's. I hear it though. You got to do these things. You've got to be dedicated. Do you get it? So I get it. Sometimes it's okay. Have you seen that one? Sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
Some things are good. Sometimes, yeah. Big up Gattuso, man. What are we saying for the co-main predictions?
I think it's a fight for Collins to win. I think that's kind of set up with the intention of him winning it and pushing on. But Lee McGregor's tough.
We've got a link. Sorry, we've got a link as well where people can donate. Did you put that in?
Yeah, we do. That's in our description. Top line, it will say support the stream here. If you want to and you're able to, please do.
1 penny, 10 pence. 20p, we don't care, man.
Are you professional athletes? Yes. You know everything about all sports. That's also true, except rugby. But yeah, it's a good observation. We are pro athletes. We keep it on the download though.
Yeah. No, we're not. We're not professional athletes, just sports fanatics, which isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's do a lot of sports myself, and Connor does as well. but definitely not professional because probably wouldn't be here if we was, because we'd be timed up with that. To be honest with you, if we was, but we are professional streamers. I like that title.
Oh yeah. What sport? Not if you could choose any, but realistically, what sport do you reckon you could be professional in if you trained for like 10 years? I reckon I got javelin.
Badminton.
Or badminton. Nah, but
I think people say badminton's a cop out though. I like, obviously you've got to be very good at it, but like I don't think it's the hardest sport to learn.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I haven't played it for like 7 years, but I know if I pick up a racket, I can do it. Do you get it? So I'm already at a start. I'm gonna say Gaelic football.
That's tough, mate. That's tough.
Yeah, of course, it's tough.
I mean, they're all tough. We're not. But I'm saying that's.
No, I'd like to try it though.
Yeah,
I got Gaelic clubs. I got Gaelic clubs locals for me. Who knows? I might try something. Might have to do this Kai Sinet stuff and just run around with a camera streaming whilst playing.
That's the next step.
It is a next step, to be fair. Especially as well because we'll be going to boxing events.
Yeah.
If we do go to boxing events, it could be a thing that we could stream live for you. But I don't know how that would work with YouTube, but we could stream live. Just an idea. Who knows what the future holds?
Abdul Rahim saying badminton is dead sport, like darts and snooker. You've never watched darts or snooker if you're saying they're dead. Snooker is mind blowing because the angles are crazy. But darts, how are you even putting darts into it? No, I'm not having this.
Connor, you've got a point.
No.
Abdul's got a point.
No. Snooker's sick. Darts is better. Darts is way better. Darts
A snooker is an old man's sport. Yeah.
No, but that I know you just haven't watched snooker.
I have. My friend plays it. My friends play it. It's mental.
Yeah.
One of my friends actually plays it. I tried to play a game with it. I got bored. Darts is a pub game.
Yeah, darts ain't sport, but darts is sick.
No. I'm going to reiterate that. You need mad hand-eye coordination to play that game and to do what they do. But darts players are not athletes. I will say that.
No, dart it is a game,
but it is
brilliant at that game.
No, define sport, Abdul. Define sport.
I can't have an because that means you're saying that darts players are sports people, and then your sports person has a diet of like kebabs. Cricket is dead sport. Cricket's alright if you go live, but not on the TV.
Cricket is horrible, sorry. But
yeah, no.
You see what they're doing now in the zone, yeah? They're stalling this proper, like...
Yeah.
It's 8:33.
Yeah, we are...
What do you think of that Wardley Honey fight, by the way?
I think it's a tough fight for Wardley.
I think it's I think Honey can win.
I think he could. I don't think he will.
He's not been stopped yet, has he?
No. Justice Sooni's a winning record. I think it's just maybe a step too far for him. That's my only questioning over it. But ultimately, Justice Sooni is a great fighter, and Fabio Wardley is going in against. Eddie Hearn said it best about Andy Ruiz and AJ. It feels a bit like that. It's short notice, but it's not that short notice. Justice Sooni was apparently ticking over anyway, so he's just gone into about a 4-week camp. He's got time to prepare. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset, but I don't think it's really an upset.
I'm here. Just one sec.
That's right. But Justice Sooni could win that fight. I think Fabio Wardley will. I think it'll be a hard test. It's Fabio Wardley's hardest fight. I like Fraser Clark. I think he's a really good amateur. And as a professional, he's good. But Fraser Clark's best win as a professional is Dave Allen. And that was a really bad Dave Allen. So it's hard to judge Wardley off of that too much.
Abdul Rahim is spitting a lot of facts tonight. I like Abdul, man. I hear it. They talk a lot in boxing to milk the fights. I hear it. Saudi events are the worst, though. If there's early knockouts.
Yeah. Oh, they'll keep it going.
They've just got like it's like they kidnap a singer, bring them to Saudi, and are just like, if we need you to, you're going to sing. Lock them in a dark room, and then okay, we need you to sing. So they just push them out. Go and sing. Come on. So they sing for half an hour. So
Paid stupid money, and then
they do though. To be fair, I think I saw something about Rihanna singing in Saudi. She got paid $2 million or something like that to sing one song.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something stupid like that. She got paid a lot of money to do it.
I mean, they really are milking it. We're now 15 minutes on from the Moses leaving the ring. The actual Moses Itauma probably had him on the ground at 8:15. This is taking its time, and they're still not talking about.
Do you know what though? This is poor from like I hate this of boxing because little chat's cool. Don't know how long I can listen to Frampton for, but yeah, it's
yeah.
Now they're going through all the cards.
They are. They're going through Justice Hu, they're going through Usyk the Bar. We're now back on Taylor Essuman, and they're just selling it to us. But we're here. We're watching it. This is what I don't get. That one day, Hook Casuals will do boxing events, right? We're going to do something. And I tell you, it's going to be quick. Oh, here we go. They might actually be finally... Oh, they're showing interviews. Christ. Okay. Probably 5 minutes away.
It's interesting. Abdurrahim said Saudi Arabia hosted a meat show. I recall it coinciding with the Joshua versus Usyk boxing rematch. Yeah, do you know what? That sounds like something. That sounds like something they would do. Moses Itauma, though, what a man. What a man.
Yeah, he's scary. He's very scary. Well, I mean, let's talk about him. Whilst we wait for these guys to get in the ring, let's talk about him.
Yeah, because they're still doing the documentary things at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. Who is next for Moses? I know we kind of briefly touched on it, but genuinely, who's next? Because David Adelaide feels like a step down.
Well, no. I disagree with that. No. Connor. He, at the moment where they're at, David Adelaide is a step up. Yeah. David Adelaide is a great fight for him, but he's tied up with TKV at the moment. So I think they probably could get that fight on again, or he goes for European. So he'll be going up, and Moses will probably move into his position, and he might relinquish that British title. So I think the next step for him really is realistically, where is he at in the rankings at the moment? That's what we've got to look at, because these messed up rankings are what we go off reference. But
I think
he keeps winning.
Top 10 British heavyweight now.
If we go, okay, it's interesting. So we look at the ring. He's unranked in the Ring Magazine belt, right, which is actually when we talk about the Ring Magazine belt, it's one of the most credified belts that you can fight for. Yeah, the Ring Magazine belt.
Their rankings are good as well.
Yeah, their rankings are good. I like their rankings. You've got Bakoli, Ajagba, Wardley, Zhang, Hergovich, Joshua, Caballero, Parker, Dubois, Fury. That probably makes, and Usyk as obviously champion. Yeah. That probably makes sense, to be fair. Atuma's 7 in the IBF rankings. Right. Lawrence Okoli is first for WBC. Yeah, of course he is. Itauma is unranked for WBC. WBA, Moses is 3rd ranked. Fabio Wardley's 1st. Kubrat Pulev. Obviously, Usyk is the WBA Super World Heavyweight Champion. Kubrat Pulev is a WBA World Heavyweight Champion. I don't
That's
understand
a fight I
that.
wouldn't be surprised if they made.
Then we're talking about the WBO. Moses is second. Justin Hooney's first.
Yep.
In terms of the rankings. Joseph Parker's the interim World Heavyweight Champion. And then who?
So he's highly ranked in certain. Well, the ones he's got the intercontinental belts for, or continental belts, or whatever they call, whatever they are.
But Moses, to be fair, Moses could fight for soon. We could see him fight for a WBO. Derek Chisora is ranked number 2. Number 1 vacant on the IBF. There's no mandatory for the IBF, but Chisora is second. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so the IBF was meant to be the mandatory was going to be Bacoli or a Jagba, but then obviously Bacoli fought Parker early.
Moses Itauma moved up. Michael Hunter moved up in the IBF rankings.
Michael Hunter,
wow. Yeah. Richard Torres Jr. has moved up 3 places in the IBF rankings. Yeah. Bacoli's dropped down to 10th. Jared Anderson's 11th. Bakadir Jalov is 12th. Guido Vanelli is 13th, Italian fighter. Right. Riakpor's 14th. Peter Kadiru is 15th, but it looks like he's going to... Do you know what's interesting? Justin Hooney's dropped out of the IBF rankings this month. Interesting.
That potentially it's because he's taken a fight with Wardley that's more WBA focused. Yeah. Abdul Rahim saying Itauma potential fights. Dillian White fight kind of makes sense. Derek Chisora, yeah. Hergovich makes sense. Wardley, Clark, Bacoli, Andy Ruiz Jr., Joshua Fury Usyk that's too much. Daniel Dubois and Caballel, and then Hooney. Itauma shouldn't get in the ring with AJ Fury, Usyk, Dubois, or Caballel yet. The other fights are okay. It's just how far you think he could go and like how far you could push him now. He's a horrible night for most boxers, for most fighters, but I just think for quality, I think he'd hurt David Adelaide. I don't think that'd be a hard fight for him. David Adelaide's got a lot more to learn. Adelaide has stupid power, potentially more powerful than Itauma. But
I just would like to mention that they're walking out now. So
yeah, we are finally getting them in the ring, but it's still taking its time. I mean, do you know what the problem is when they do all the talking? Is I'm now watching this walkout and going, "Oh, hurry up!" But this is actually a big moment for the boxer. We're watching Collins do a little bit of dancing around here. This is an important part of fight night. And all I can think, and a lot of people can think, is move on.
Yeah.
Abdul Rahim, do you know any of these co-main fighters?
Nathaniel Collins, I've watched.
I've seen more Lee McGregor than Collins.
I've watched Collins quite a bit, to be fair.
Yeah. McGregor's been on a fair few shows. He's normally, up until his loss, he was seen as quite a good prospect, but I think he's going to be a bit of a gatekeeper, like a certain level. If you can beat him, then you'll go on. A bit like Ian Baluta, who obviously had wars with.
That's a great example of a gatekeeper, to be fair.
Conlan, Dennis McCann, that kind of lot.
Yeah. But, Conlan, Dennis McCann, and didn't he have another fight against one of Nick Ball's fighters as well?
Might have done.
From Liverpool. I could be wrong, but...
Oh, one of the McGrails?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Or one of the guys from Nick Ball's gym.
Yeah, so recently he's for Liam Davis, Andrew Kane, Dennis McCann, Brad Strand in Liverpool, and he beat Brad Strand. And obviously Dennis McCann. I forgot about Dennis McCann. We got to see what's going on with him and the whole drug stuff.
I love that mask that Collins has got on, Yeah. It's like a samurai mask, isn't it? Is that a samurai mask?
think so. It's quite cool.
I watch Phil Collins and listen to his music.
Might be a different Collins, but
Phil Collins sounds like a singer.
is it Conor McGregor? It is Conor McGregor. Yeah, we're watching Conor McGregor on the undercard. Conor
Fighting
McGregor. I mean, I don't know. If
He ain't fighting
say
again.
certain drugs. No, he ain't fighting
He
again.
ain't fighting again.
He's got booger sugar for days. That guy.
He's playing Sunday League football though. No, I'm being serious. He's playing Sunday League football.
I've seen he posts like
Just playing like on a random road in Ireland, like round houses. Like, can you imagine just looking out your window and Conor McGregor's playing Sunday League? Mental.
Imagine tackling him.
The thing is,
I'd want to break his ankles a bit, but I also think he'd probably
you beat you up. He'd beat you up.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But he looks like a lump to even try and push to the floor now. He looks so big. It's mad to think he was a lightweight at one point.
Yeah.
It's mental. Featherweight. He was fighting at featherweight. It's mad. It's madness.
He's huge. He ain't never fighting again. He can't. Here we go. Lee McGregor, 15-1-1, 11 knockouts. It's been interesting. I mean, this is very much, I think, put together because styles make fights, and they're both fairly aggressive. I'm hoping that's what we'll see. But I do know that Collins is maybe a little bit more slick. I haven't watched enough of Collins. This is. I'm interested. Jesus. Right. Scotland v Scotland.
Scotland! Are we? Why are we? That's Geordie.
That was
Scottish.
so
McGregor.
bad.
Right. McGregor. He looks happy to be there, doesn't he? Collins. Hey.
Here we go. Touch gloves.
It's got a bit of cockiness about him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Collins.
Yeah, I think he
I'm a tad behind, but yeah, go on.
thinks. I'll put mine 10 seconds.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Right, for me, the round has started. Oh yeah, let us know. By the way, we've got a few people here. Do you like seeing when we do our own scorecard, or is that something that was just a good idea but doesn't really matter? Because we can bring that back, but it's a bit of an odd one. It's a bit potentially harder to do than it's worth. But yeah, let us know. Proper Highland fight. It is a proper Highland fight.
Highland, Scotland.
Scotland forever. That's the one.
That is a terrible accent, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do
That is
accents.
a terrible
I'm half
accent,
Scottish as
bro.
well.
That's mental.
Yeah, my family would disown me.
So your family would be watching this now, going,
It's fine.
"Get your fuck on her."
No, they love me. I'm just their southern little weirdo.
Southern
Right.
softy. You're a southern softy. That's what it is, isn't it?
Pretty much. Colin's landing quite clean already. He looks much slicker.
Southern softy from Horsham. I feel like that's such a normal thing for Northerners and anyone up north to do. Oh, you're a Southern softy.
I've heard it a lot. I got a lot
All
of
right.
family from up north. It's kind of.
All right, Gary, give it a rest. Fucking hell.
Gary from Doncaster.
Because you drink oil and coal for breakfast, so it makes you really hard. Yeah, Yeah, Collins shot. McGregor trying to find obviously his rhythm at the moment, but
I mean, McGregor's tying up a lot. Just feels like Collins comfortable already. Whereas McGregor's... There we go, good body shot by Collins. Really good body shot. Another good body shot. McGregor's not settled yet, whereas Collins is. Shit, my bad. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that you'd left. I thought you'd turn your camera off. But...
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to.
Five seconds left in the round. Collins winning this one by so far quite slick.
5 seconds.
I think McGregor just needs to settle down a bit. He's just a little bit frantic, trying to tie everything up. Do you know what? I don't watch many adverts that make me actually thirsty. This Pepsi advert, maybe it's because I haven't got a water. Maybe I need to get a water. Hold on, I'm going to get a water. This Pepsi advert's kind of got me thirsty, and that's crazy.
Mental.
Ooh.
Interesting going into round 2, Collins and McGregor. I'd probably give the first round to Collins just a little bit more busy, but to be honest with you, it's one of them feeling each other out, and not a lot happened in the first round, but Collins looked a bit sharper for me. Definitely focused, switched on. I think it's going to be a really good technical fight, to be fair. What a big fight for Glasgow, though. Obviously, we're into round 2 now, but it's interesting. Connor's just gone to get a drink because he's seen an advert, sold him quick. Yeah, Abdul, I think it will be a point fight, to be fair. At the moment, it depends. They're both... I mean, it's a bit early to call, but I can understand. Obviously, you get engaged off the first sort of what you're watching now. McGregor's thrown quite a few big shots at Colin that he's just shook off.
But I'm back. How's the round going? McGregor getting better, or is this just?
Yeah, he's launched a couple of good shots, but Collins has shook him off a bit. To be fair, McGregor's holding him a lot against the ropes, and yeah, I think they're talking about his movement as well, and getting that right against Collins. What is the Glasgow kiss mean? That's a bad. Just hopefully it don't happen to you, bro. Glasgow kiss, man. Google that one.
Yeah, you don't get headbutted by a Glaswegian. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. It's my mum's go-to move, a headbutt.
Your mum's go-to move. Big up Suzanne, man.
Whoa, what shot by McGregor? Don't know if Collins is hurt, but he's definitely going to hold on for the next. Just got caught as he was coming in, Collins. It was a big shot by McGregor. I didn't see the first half of that round, but I'd be saying that McGregor's won that. These adverts are weird.
Some good shots from McGregor in this round.
Really good shots. Just opened him up and showed also that he can hurt him, because Collins was hurt. I mean, he recovered well, but I don't think he knew what planet he was on for a couple seconds there.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I can see this fight going one or two ways. It's either it's going to be a bit of a firefight, which I think styles-wise they were hoping for when they made it, or what's potentially more likely is that they're going to get tired quick and there's going to be a lot of clinching. I mean, there's quite a bit of clinching already for 2 rounds in, but
Who have you guys got winning? Taylor, McGregor and Collins.
still don't think McGregor's settled down. I mean, he landed some good shots, but he landed an alright body shot there. He couldn't follow it through too much, but it just seemed a little bit slow to commit to his punches.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very low from McGregor as well. What a shot by Collins. McGregor seems fine, but that was a great uppercut.
We're getting into it now. It's getting a bit spicing up a little bit.
Good shots by Collins. Collins catches him when he comes in. McGregor was sensible. He clinch and just work on the close fighting. He's got him on the in-fight. Yeah. Your camera's just dipped out on the stream there. I'm not sure why, but yeah, no, you are here, but I'm not sure. Do you want to try leave and rejoin just to? There we go.
Back?
Yeah, all good.
Sure.
Not sure why that happened, but Sure. It's all good.
I'm back on the stream, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Essuman getting wrapped up. Hopefully this brings match straight away. I don't really want any 20, 30-minute gaps.
I mean, I think now, looking at the time and stuff, Josh Taylor's ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Focus. This is a big fight for him, you know. Big fight for him. Big fight for Essuman as well. He's going away. A lot of respect between the two, but Essuman obviously they're at different stages of their careers, aren't they? Really, because Josh Taylor's done it all.
Yeah,
like he's done it all. Undisputed champion. You know, he's fought some of the best. Essuman wants to eclipse or reach that and do more.
Well, I'm looking at this fight and I'm going, Essuman's got a chance to put himself on a world level. And Taylor needs to win, because I think if Taylor loses, he's so inactive. That would be 3 losses in a row, but really 4 when you think the first Catterall fight in 2022 should have been a loss. And it'd be hard to tell where he goes from here. Mm-hmm. Collins landing big. McGregor's down. Is that going to count? It should count. There we go. The ref the ref is counting.
Yeah. It's going to happen, man. Don't think McGregor's been able to find his rhythm so far. No. And we've seen Collins has been quite sharp.
Big shot. Sorry, big shot. Collins is going to put... Yeah, it's done. It's going to be done in round 4. There's a minute and a half left. If the ref's got any sense, he's going to pull him. Because he's going to get caught every time he throws a punch to come in. Collins lands. The only time McGregor finds success is on the in-fight. Body shots come in. McGregor's done. Out.
It's done. Out. Finished.
Brutal.
9:02.
Well done. Lee McGregor's tough as well. That's not easy to knock him out. But he hurt him. I'll tell you, for someone that had 7 knockouts on their record before the fight, to do that...
Crazy. Yeah. Mental. He never really recovered after the first one at all, to be honest with you.
No.
Collins gets the job done in round 4. Towel got thrown in. Job's done, isn't it?
Huge round 4.
Onto the main card. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote.
That's if they did performance bonuses, that would be the bonus.
That's the only bonus with Dana White's promotion. He does performance bonuses, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Technically,
I'm really I'm surprised. I didn't think we know Collins can hit hard, but I was a little bit surprised to see that level. I mean, that's
our camera gone funny again, or is it normal?
Oh shit, yeah.
Because
yeah, hold on. Is that? Yeah, it's weird because it's moving fine, but you're just about 3 pixels. It was fine when you joined back initially, though. So.
I'll turn off.
These are huge shots.
Apologies for the bad quality. I'm trying to get it sorted out. Not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, and maybe leaving and joining again, just because it was fine when you joined back before. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Cool.
Final body shot by Collins is brutal, by the way. I don't know if anybody's watching that at the same time as us. That was a tough finish. Oh, if you can hear my dog in the background, I apologise. Ring 3. Shiraz, Zepeda, Shakur and Balanga. Proper event. We'll find out what Shakur's made of. I'll tell you that. Not quite sure what's going on with Paolo right now. I think he might be trying to sort the camera out. That was massive by Collins. Daisy, shush. WBC silver featherweight champion. What a win for Collins. Put himself on the map properly there. He's going to be very tough to beat. Very tough to beat. The Nightmare. There we go. They're just doing the Dev Sani interview. They really could have got him a smaller hat. Should have given him a smaller hat. So where does Collins go from here? This is the real question, because really we're looking at a fighter that could push on to a much higher level. Paolo is now back, and the quality is back to normal. So I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird, but we are all good.
Interesting, isn't it? What are you thinking for the main event? Are you still going Essuman?
No, I've changed my prediction. After I saw them on the scales, I've gone back. I'm going Taylor.
Okay.
I think the experience will prevail, but I'm really not sure, because I think Essuman's got that hunger. He's the fighter that maybe feels that it's his time. Taylor's coming into his weight category.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen from Josh Taylor recently, it's not the Josh Taylor that was beating Ramirez.
You're still watching Collins in the ring.
Yes, Collins is still talking with Dev Sani.
It's ridiculous.
It is. He's getting quite emotional about the fight. I think it meant, from what he's saying, in his training camp he had a lot of issues. But it feels, the problem is, right, is I feel Collins has said his thank yous. He said his bit about the fight camp, and he said well done to Lee McGregor, all the rest of it. So at this point it's like, well, are we now just dragging this out because we want to get as much broadcast? That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Did you go and get Pepsi, or was it water you was drinking?
No, I got water. The problem is, don't really like. I like fizzy drinks, but they I don't know. I don't know. I'd always go Coke over Pepsi though.
Fair enough.
Unless I'm in a chippy. If I'm in the chip shop, I'll get
Chippy chips.
chippy chips, but with Pepsi, because they do the big bottles. Where they don't really do Coke at my local. So
Don't really do Coke in my local.
It's got other meanings.
Nah, that is dark.
That's more Conor McGregor than me. Well, and they stuck the Proclaimers on. If they could hurry up, then the thing is they're doing their photos now, and that's great, and they deserve that. But I feel like that interview could have finished. Ugh.
It's interesting.
But that was a big performance by Nathaniel Collins, who now BoxRec now have him at top 15 in the featherweight division. Featherweights are tough though.
Yeah, it's a tough division to.
Well, I mean, we're talking Espinoza, Nick Bull, Fulton, Figueroa, Luis Neri moved up. I mean, it's a bit of a force of habit at this point to fight no Inoue, then lose and move up. Big moment for Nathaniel Collins.
It's a tough division, isn't it? Tough division, but he's going to get in big fights. That's what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, normally those silver titles on paper mean that you get a world title shot, but I just can't see that happening. Really, not immediately. I mean, potentially. But
yeah.
I struggle to see a world where he goes from this to. I'm just trying to think in my head. What could he realistically do next? It doesn't feel realistic they go Nick Bull. Nick Bull's going to wait for either a unification or no Inoue to move up.
Yeah.
That's the money. That's the money fight, the legacy fights. It's a risk to fight a guy like Nathaniel Collins, and it's what he doesn't need to take. I don't think it gives him a whole lot more respect than he deserves. Collins probably needs one more win before he can get to that point where he can demand the fight. WBC champion Stephen Fulton. Maybe that's the next fight, but that's a really tough fight.
Stephen said, yeah, Fulton's a tough fight though.
Yeah. I know it's not as easy as just beating Fulton and fighting Nick Bull for unification. The thing with Fulton that he doesn't have that at pro level is pretty needed. Fulton is a little bit like Devin Haney, but in that he's not hard enough hitting to probably beat a lot of champions. Fulton will retire with losses on his record. I mean, we've already lost, but he's lost to a pound for pound number one. But I think he will lose to others. Just
going back to the Collins and McGregor fight, interesting. 146 punches thrown by Collins. So McGregor 79 punches landed, 35 to 21. Jabs thrown 53 to 11 landed, and McGregor landed one jab. You saw a lot of flaws to obviously why Collins won the fight the way he did, to be fair.
Yeah.
And that you can see that in the punch stats as well.
Yeah. There's definitely that was not the best Lee McGregor. He never settled. That could be the homecoming aspect to it. Sometimes when you fight, it's sort of where you're from. It can work for you or against you. Sometimes the pressure could be too much.
We're back on Frampton again talking.
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
They have sort of started doing build up for Taylor Essuman.
They know how to do a card though. fights have moved way too quick tonight. But does that say that more fights need to be on the card?
Don't know. Do we want? I don't know. I think it's good. It was a good card tonight. A good main event. You got really good prospects on there. You got Collins McGregor was a good fight. I mean, Moses Alois Jr. So it's 11 fights on the card. 12 fights.
Yeah.
I think it's more just start later or I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of. I mean, I want the main event now because we've had all the other fights. There's no point in delaying it further. But I quite like the 10 o'clock starts for these main events.
What, 10 p.m?
Yeah. Like right now we'd be watching the start of the co-main or the fight even before that. Feels a bit early, but it's fine. It does mean in future we will be doing our streams a little bit earlier because we maybe didn't appreciate that Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher was not a one-off. That is clearly the way that DAZN want to do it. So
I don't like the format though, I'll be real with you.
no,
I'm not a massive fan of it. I think see with the fight cards, yeah. It's like taking your other. It's like taking. Okay, let me relate this to people. Taking somebody out to dinner, taking a date out, taking your missus, whoever it is, your wife. But wine and diner, man. You can't just go straight for mains. Do you want a drink? Yeah. Starters? Yeah. And we'll wait 10 minutes for the mains.
Yeah.
Mains come. Yeah, mains was good. Let's have a chat for about 20 minutes. We'll go out 20 minutes later. Do you want a dessert? Yeah. What's your dessert? You don't just go straight into the mains and then once you're halfway through the mains, wait to bring the dessert menu over.
Yeah.
Great analogy, that.
That was better. When you started it, I wasn't sure it was going, but that was okay. I think
Wine and dine us, DAZN. Wine and dine us.
my main issue with DAZN is the amount of adverts. I understand there's always going to be adverts, but DAZN started at £2 a month, and then they were like, "Oh, we're going to do £5 a month," and it's like, okay, that's. I mean, it's a bit weird because obviously we've signed up for the £2 a month, but all right, fine, you're doing 5. Oh, we're doing 12. Oh, we're doing 18. It's like, okay, you're kind of taking the piss now, and then you're adding. I mean, I'm talking. I think we've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. I think I've seen more adverts than I have fighting.
Yeah.
And you've got the adverts in the ring, and okay, they make part of it's part of the show, and that's cool, but it's a problem. Well, it's not a problem. I get it. I mean, the fighters get paid more. There's always the problem in boxing, which is at the end of the day, you got to think if this is benefiting the fighters and their paychecks, then it's worth it. But
do you know what's interesting about? The adverts? Yeah.
yeah,
You know, obviously you've shunned alcohol for the reasons linked to like alcoholism and stuff like that. But why isn't betting something that is shone about when it comes to the adverts in sport and boxing? When we're
they
talking
can make
about
money off of betting, can't they? That's the difference. DAZN don't own any alcohol company.
Interesting.
Whereas they do have stakes in 32. They've got all that kind of stuff. So, but you're right. It shouldn't. It should all be one. Well, it should be the same or none.
Hmm.
But just the way it goes.
Hopefully we see his fight start soon. I'm really excited for it. To be fair, I'm still leaning towards Taylor, but I'm still leaning towards Taylor. I think Essuman has got a big night ahead of him. But if he does overcome this, what a name to have on your record as a win.
Yeah, Josh Taylor, and it's not a Josh Taylor that's completely over the hill. I think. I really don't know what Josh Taylor could do after this.
But here's the problem with boxing fans, in terms of because what you've just said is that obviously we're commentating on it, but what you've just said is an opinion that probably people within boxing that watch boxing carry it.
Yeah.
So now people are saying that Taylor's over the hill,
Yeah.
Until he wins tonight. This is what boxing is like. Once he's won, it's Taylor's back. So essentially, it's like we don't know if he's over the hill or not until we see this fight, until we see how he comes out of it. We're judging him off a Catterall fight where Catterall's still active, still world class. Teofimo Lopez, arguably one of the best fighters at 140.
Yeah.
Like, he's not fought bums. Do you get it? So it's difficult to say or see where he's at now. He's almost, like, I think it's harsh to call him a gatekeeper in the sense of this fight, because I'm sure Taylor's still got aspirations of winning world titles, but this would be a fight to see where he's at. I do agree with you that if he does lose the fight, then we're talking, where does he go from here? But if he wins it, he's back into those convos for world titles, man, or like shots at mandatories.
Yeah, definitely.
What are we saying? But because what's Taylor fighting that same? Is he moved up now? Isn't he?
Yeah, it's a welterweight fight. I mean,
Barboza.
could do. I mean, you got welterweights are now stacked from Conor Benn, Taylor Benn would be a great fight.
When Barboza fought Tio, what was that at 140?
That was welterweight.
Okay, so Barboza's just come off the back of a loss.
Yeah,
It could be a good name for him, and he beat Catterall as well.
Yeah, potentially that would actually set up. I'm not that interested in it, but potentially that sets up the Catterall trilogy.
Potentially, or they run a Catterall trilogy after this.
Yeah.
But Catterall's got a tough fight in front of him in Harlem Eubank.
Yeah.
Welterweight division's stacked, man. Stacked. But then obviously there's so many great fights that we just spoke about a branch of fights, because Harlem and Conor Benn, that could be a fight that could be made.
Big fight. I mean, obviously that would be a huge fight. I think the issue is I'm not definitely saying that Josh Taylor loses tonight and that's it done. I just don't see how he could motivate himself if he lost tonight.
Yeah. Just to mention as well, obviously, because they're still talking. Josh's form. You talking Consong win, Ramirez, Catterall split decision, lost against Tio after that fight, and then went and fought Catterall and lost. But he's average. He's been fighting, but his last fight, in terms of the Tio, was 23, Catterall was 25.
Yeah.
2023. So you're talking like a year between fights, which obviously at the age he's at as well, this could play a part in this as well. Essuman's going to be more active in terms of his coming up. So
massively. I mean, Essuman lost to Harry Scarf and then fought twice against undefeated fighters. It's going to be tough for Taylor. There's a lot of factors to suggest that this won't be the end, even if he were to lose. One of them is the activity, and that he's not that active. But he's got to get more active. My worry is if it goes to the later rounds, we've seen Essuman's engine is stupid. He's got a real non-stop mentality. He knocked out, Cooper in round 10, and he was losing. Not losing, but arguably losing that fight at that point, and he gets it done in that last round.
Yeah.
When you're inactive, I don't think Taylor would have that ability for tonight.
I'm still here, gone.
I think it would be hard for Taylor to get himself to that round and then say, no, I've still got more, because he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. But Essuman needs to win this as well. He's not young. It's a really good fight. Samuel Antwi, Chris Congo, lost to Harry Scarf, beat Owen Cooper, beat Ben Vaughan. Samuel Antwi, I think, has one of the best knockouts I've ever seen.
I am loving these masks,
Yeah, they're quite cool.
We need two of them on casuals. Is there a theme behind this, though, to why they're wearing the masks? Because I've seen a couple of fighters walk out in these masks.
I don't think so, but not sure.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba,
Da,
ba,
da,
ba.
da.
And that's all we can say before we get blocked.
She's so
Hate YouTube.
good, so good.
No, love
Well,
YouTube.
we're not allowed to sing.
Well, that's you get copyright strikes and all that shit, which doesn't affect us yet. But
YouTube. Has given one of them, Connor. Copyright that. Have some of that, man. Here we go, moments away from Taylor and Essuman.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this fight, man. Regardless of the result, I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm excited to see where Josh Taylor's at.
Yeah, massively.
Is Essuman going to bring out the best Josh Taylor? Styles make fights.
Right. There are finally.
Ring rankings are interesting. Ennis first, Norman first, second.
Yeah.
Staniolis, Ennis is champion. Norman's first. Staniolis second. Barrios third. Santillan fourth. Giovanni Santillan fourth. So listen, welterweight division might be the best division we've got in boxing. Can I be honest with you? Just in terms of how stacked it is.
It could be. It could be. I mean, and there's more fighters entering it as well. Obviously, we've got more to see, but really might be.
What's going to be
my camera's gone out of focus, by the way. I do apologise, but it just does this.
Yours can't be as bad as mine's been tonight, so it's all right.
That's what I was hoping. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's fine.
What's even more interesting about this is Essuman is the older man, but Josh Taylor's obviously different stages of his careers. But Essuman's trying to get to where, Josh Taylor is.
Yeah.
Josh Taylor, the younger man in this fight, interesting.
There we go. Essuman's making his walk very slowly. There we go. The engine. Yeah, I mean, this is potentially... It's quite high stakes for the both of them. Ekow Essuman at 36 really doesn't want to lose. A loss for Josh Taylor is not defining, but it's not the tie. It's a bit like when Joe Joyce was fighting. Can't really afford to lose.
No.
Although having said that, Joyce has found a way, but... And then Taylor, obviously younger but more weathered, so... It's going to be interesting. Essuman is in the ring.
I need that mask, man. I need that mask. Essuman coming with a nice fit. Confidence coming into this fight. The away fighter.
Josh Taylor.
What a mask. Come on, we got to go back to that.
We need to get some hook casual masks.
No, I think we just look stupid with it on the stream. We have to actually be doing something. Yeah.
You can't win. No winning. Taylor's video is not the best.
The Tarted Tornado Taylor. What a name. Cheers, boxing.
Oh, the bagpipes are out. Taylor looks ready. He looks.
Guys, those who are watching in the comments, who have you got winning, Taylor or Essuman? Drop your predictions now, or just watch it with us. It's up to you. Stay silent if you want to. Let us know you're here. Don't. Your choice. Nothing like bagpipes to get the crowd going, is it?
No.
In Glasgow.
We got a guy that does bagpipes in the centre of town in Horsham, and he's not very good. I'm not gonna lie. I think if they're done well, they're okay. If they're not, they're just the worst thing. Properly so bad. Taylor also hasn't left his dressing room yet.
I'm here.
Here we go.
Dun 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 dun. Playing the national anthem. Essuman will win, Mocklock says. Essuman will win. How do you think he's going to win?
Ooh.
What's the walkout song about though?
Yeah, there's a bit of a switch. Big switch. The bagpipes to the... Oh, I need the fight to start now. We've half an hour since Collins. I mean... How many songs is he going to get?
I reckon he's got 3.
We've had him doing his little choose box and shoot, this stuff. We've had the bagpipes. We've had, hey now, blah, blah, blah. And then we've got, so we've got 4 total. Or 4 different bits. That's crazy. Alright, at least he's just getting straight in the ring. Thank God.
Josh Taylor's milking this, isn't it?
Yeah, big time. Taylor is in the ring, finally.
Thought that would never end.
I'm kind of surprised it has ended. I'm waiting for the encore. Here we go. Just reading out all the names in the world, but there we go, the judges. John Latham, good. Well. Bob Williams, referee. Okay, cool. I'm now bored. Get us going. Feels like Queensberry shows have a tendency to do this.
But these are now Riyadh cards as well.
Yeah.
John Latham's quite a good judge, to be fair.
Yeah. He's still got the mask on. That's cool. The mask is cool. Nearly there. I mean, this is insane. We should get a timer for how long it's taken to just get them both in the ring. Paolo, I'm dead bored. Like,
I know it's
this needs
mental,
to
isn't it?
start.
It's mental, isn't it?
Uh,
Let's talk a little bit whilst this gets going. What what are you expected to see from Taylor?
I'm,
Because
I'm,
let's be honest, everyone is here to see a potentially Essuman knock him off dethrone him again.
yeah.
Catterall's done it. What's Taylor going to do different from his last fight? What does he need to do different? It's a different fight, different style.
I think a big thing's calming down. I think he's trying to a little with Catterall and with Lopez. He tried to fight their fight a lot,
Yeah,
whereas with Ramirez he wouldn't have it when he was sort of on top of the world in confidence. Ramirez, he would not let Ramirez fight any other way than the Josh Taylor way, and he knocked him out. I think
this is
Taylor has
yeah,
to be a bit more imposing. And now that I think a big thing maybe is the weight issue before. Maybe he just couldn't do it. Whereas now
yeah.
he should be strong. We're going to find out how much Taylor's got left tonight because the Josh Taylor that we've seen in the past should find this potentially to be an alright. I wouldn't say easy because it's Ekow Essuman, but it shouldn't be too hard of a fight.
Yeah,
But equally for Essuman, I think Essuman's got to look at Taylor and go, you don't like it when people put it on you and don't let you rest. And that's what Lopez did. Lopez was sort of jumping around the ring, coming in, cutting inside, creating angles. Catterall was very slick. Taylor couldn't really keep up. Again, whether or not the weight, how much the weight played an issue, I don't know. But
we're in round one. Here we go.
yeah, Taylor has started well.
Yeah, he has to be fair, but a lot of people don't talk about Taylor's style and just how good he is at picking up punches as well. Technically, Taylor's a very good boxer.
Oh yeah,
I feel like with Taylor, you've got to rush him or not allow him to impose himself on you or get that jab off because
yeah,
that is where Taylor can sit, pick shots. Like this is perfect for him at the moment in terms of how Essuman's not really enforcing or imposing himself on him.
yeah.
Taylor will do this all day, 12 rounds.
Yeah, he will, and he will land something. And whether or not knocks you out, I don't know. But this is exactly what I meant by the like when we're talking about imposing himself and actually making it his fight. He's got centering. He's standing on Essuman's toes every now and then. He's going to fit. He's annoying him, agitating, but he's landing shots.
Yeah,
Essuman's also just starting to land, but I think Essuman maybe started the round a bit slow. But it is round one, and we know that Essuman's engine will carry him through to. If it needs to be, he carries his power late.
can we let you can't let Taylor get momentum though.
No, and Taylor is getting momentum. There was a body shot that went in by Taylor that looked like it might have hurt Essuman. His right arm just dropped slightly. In fact, his whole guard. Taylor's landing. I'll tell you what, Taylor looked. This is the best he's looked in the first round for a long time. He looks strong. He looks big. He's a lot bigger than Essuman.
Yeah. What minute you on?
I'm on 36 seconds. What are you on?
Give me a sec. What are you on now?
24.
Pause it for a sec.
Yep.
Just bear with me. My thing's playing up.
That's right.
I'll tell you when to play.
I'm on 20 now, by the way. But yeah,
You pausing it, yeah?
yeah, it's paused.
It's as I said, it's an interesting first round. I'll let you know when to go, but it's an interesting first round. As you said, this is probably Taylor's best round in terms of just where he's at. Essuman's got to do a bit more. Essuman's got to do a bit more. Now,
Yeah, I mean,
now.
Yep. There we go. This is... He's still getting caught, Taylor, but he gets caught. He's not afraid of a bit of a fight. But what he's landing looks clean. It looks heavy.
Yeah.
Big shot went in there. Essuman was on the ropes. That's round one done, but Josh Taylor, seriously, that might be his best round he's fought in years. Really good start.
What are we thinking? First round Taylor?
Has to be. Has to be. I'm not going to sort of necessarily say that Essuman looks overwhelmed yet because it's round one. Essuman's in Taylor's backyard. It might take a round or two for Essuman to settle. But I will say, Taylor's probably maybe a few millimetres away from landing some really big shots in that round. Like, he's going to struggle, Essuman, I think. If Josh Taylor's feeling good, he'll do the same thing in this round. And we know he can do this every round. Here we go, round two. Abdul Rahim with a proper breakdown there. Round to Taylor's demonstrating impressive proactive performance. We anticipate continued strong footwork and effective jabbing. We do anticipate that. Good shot by Taylor.
Another.
I'm thinking the bodywork is going to be...
I think this is going to be a long night for Essuman if he doesn't change something now.
I think it might be a short night for Essuman if he doesn't change something. But yeah, no, you are right. He needs... It's hard to say. Taylor, if Josh Taylor's on his best, I mean, Essuman is landing. He's too far out. We've seen Essuman put it on someone. He did it against Cooper, where he kind of didn't care what was coming back. I think the difference is Taylor's probably hitting a lot harder than Taylor's hit in years.
Yeah.
His jab's sharp. His movement's quick. He's throwing feint. He's not throwing feints. He's just Taylor just looks very comfortable. I got to say, they look like they're in different weight divisions. Great shot by Taylor.
Yeah.
Went to the body, left the head open. Essuman has to start covering up more because Taylor's landing big shots already, but he's going to land cleaner.
Yeah.
The more hurt Essuman gets,
I'll tell you what, though, that he's got them uppercuts. If he lands one of them, Taylor does look like he's been hurt, though, early doors on his face. I don't know if it's the way the camera is, but...
Maybe. His face does bruise. I mean, we saw he had almost a golf ball under his eye socket before. Come on, Essuman. You know Taylor doesn't care about the ref. He just fights. Saw that against Ramirez. Really feels like Essuman doesn't know what to do yet. It's quite refreshing to watch Josh Taylor like this. Not seen it for years.
It's good. I think as well, it lets us know where he's at.
Yeah. Look, it's early doors in the fight, but he is landing clean. That is beautiful double left hook. He's landing to the body. I mean, I can't see Essuman's engine being all that good if he keeps taking these shots to the body.
Round two's done, isn't it?
That's round two, yeah. Taylor, Abdul Rahim. Taylor again, front foot, landing good punches, uppercut movement, good. Atmosphere helps Josh Taylor. Essuman holding for his life. Yeah, pretty spot on. Probably only I don't know if Essuman's holding on for his life. I just don't think Essuman knows what to do.
I don't think Essuman's quite solved how to get or to a style that is going to push Josh Taylor back at the moment.
Yeah.
he's got Taylor's got a snap jab on him though as well.
Yeah. I think Essuman being the smaller guy in every sort of way of the word, he's shorter, his reach isn't as big, and Josh Taylor looks like he's rehydrated to about 160 pounds. I mean, he looks huge. Essuman, the more
Round 2, here we go.
round three, but yeah.
No, sorry, round 3. Sorry, yeah. Round 3.
Taylor out already. I mean, I think
now
there we go. Essuman's now just pushing him back. This is what I'm saying. I wanted to see. This is what he did against Cooper in round 10. Look, he might get caught coming in, but at least he's going to land. He's going to get some respect because he kind of needs that. Taylor looks far too comfortable. I'll tell you what, he might have hurt Josh Taylor a little bit when he came in there.
Do you know what? Yeah, he did. He needs to do more of that though. He gave 2 rounds away from being hesitant.
Yeah.
For me, needs to come out a bit more like that. The only risk with doing that is getting caught.
Yeah.
And you kind of leave yourself open. You can't do that for a whole round, but you need to find something where you're mixing it up a bit. You're not sitting back too much. Don't let Taylor get back into the round because it's another round that you lose otherwise.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've got Essuman winning this round. I think he's doing more than enough. But you've got to be smart about it as well, in the sense of you've got to win the rounds. Yeah, not necessarily looking for the knockout. Knockout will come if it's present, but you've got to win the round. If that means throwing, or like Essuman's come out in this round, just so he's landing a bit more, so it sways it in the way the judges are doing that round by rounds, building up. At the moment, you can't just go in looking for a knockout, because you can also lose a round like that as well.
Definitely, but he's earned the respect of Taylor a little bit here already. Taylor's not throwing as much. Essuman's getting a bit more opportunity. If he keeps doing it, yeah, he's going to
tell you what though, Taylor's launching some great body shots though.
He is.
But Essuman seems to just shake it off.
I do worry about what could happen in the later rounds with Essuman because the body shots could really affect him. I mean, that must be the game plan, is just slow him down. It's going to be difficult to knock Essuman out, and Josh Taylor's powerful, but probably not. It's not the sort of one-punch power that you might need. Having said that,
he's aiming. Taylor's aiming for the lower abdominals there, the same area as well.
Essuman needs to make sure he doesn't lose this round here. Taylor's just started to come on a little bit stronger.
Yeah. You've defend the round. Don't give the judges anything to think about.
No. It's 10 seconds left in the round. If Essuman can, it's not the best round, but at least Essuman's earned a bit of respect. But Taylor's landing strong again.
Oh my god! What a fight!
Essuman might have helped himself with that last counter punch. I think that's still Essuman's round, but Taylor's definitely it's tough. Taylor looks a lot sharper, but
Abdul Rahim, big up to you, man. What a breakdown! Third round, Essuman round. Essuman come out good this round. Taylor looked fatigued, tiredness, maybe sitting back. Maybe, but towards the end of that round, I did think that Taylor got back into it a little bit as well. You can't come out, or you can't do what Taylor's doing every single round without getting tired, right? Yeah. So there are rounds that you are going to use as maybe a recovery. The risk with that is if Essuman does come on aggressively, that's where he can win rounds. I don't think we're going to see Taylor do that too much, but
no,
it's round management, isn't it?
Well, he can't do that, but we do know Taylor likes to take a round off. He kind of always has. That's an older habit that really hasn't been that negative up until more recently. But even then, he was more just losing those rounds. Round 4.
Round 4.
Yeah. They are shooting for the body of Ekow Essuman. That is clearly the main.
Yeah,
that's the plan. Slow him down, hurt him. To the body.
Yeah. Frampton's card has Taylor 2-1 up at the moment on rounds. So
yeah,
I agree with that.
Great body shot by Josh Taylor. Thudded into him.
I don't know if this is going to go 12 rounds, though.
No, it's a good fight so far.
They're not boxing like they want it to go 12.
No. Well, it's a massive statement. Taylor probably feels like he should stop Ekow Essuman. And Essuman's probably thinking, if I stop Taylor, what round that would be? Or what would be a fight that would be?
I'm still here. The camera's just going to go black for a minute.
That's right. Taylor having a good round so far. Landing quite clean. Essuman's yet to land anything too big like he did in round 3. Essuman good at disrupting his work.
Josh Taylor, that is a thing to mention. He's moved away from top rank, isn't he?
Yes. He has, and I mean, consequently, we're actually watching him. I think I watched him against Lopez because it's a huge fight. Obviously, watched the Catterall fights. Big shot.
Big shot.
He's put a right hook in there as well. He's got a minute left in the round.
Oh!
But Essuman's landed big as well. Huge shot.
Massive. Now he's working the body. He's working the body now.
Yeah, he's in the clip. This is what Ekow needs to do. Keep it
that punch he threw that just missed Taylor's head. If that would have hit any part of the top of his head, I think Taylor would have stumbled.
Yeah,
that is a big shot.
Would go, yeah, 100%. Still 30 seconds left in the round. Both hurt. Got to say, the feet of Taylor look a little bit heavier than they did before, whereas Ekow Essuman's actually moving around all right. Bit of bounce back to Taylor now. I'm going to be interested to see how Abdul scores this round. I'll be honest, this is not an easy one to do.
Yeah.
He's gone Taylor. That was brilliant timing. Fair play.
Thank you. Remember, guys, in the comments as well, we have got a donation section. If there's anything that you guys feel like you want to contribute towards the streams or anything like that, helps us push them forward. We're here every week. But yeah, and our road to 500 subscribers is more important. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. Now, they've shown the replay, and I think Ekow Essuman obviously is hurt, but I think he maybe stumbles more off balance than anything. Whereas I think Taylor, actually, I think Ekow Essuman does stun him. I think we've seen that. I mean, this is pretty much almost what we expect. Like, Taylor can create an angle that will put you off balance and he can hurt you in the angle, whereas Ekow Essuman can clearly just hurt Taylor just without too much technique behind it.
Here we go. Round 5.
Round 5. This is a good fight so far.
Oh.
Good little body shot already from Taylor.
I'll tell you what, he's got. Yeah, they're good. This is what we was waiting for, Connor. This is what we was fucking waiting for.
Yeah. I'm involved. Taylor looking. Yeah, Taylor's got the bounce back now. I think they're both fully recovered from the last round. But Essuman has a bit more confidence to what he's doing now. I think he's okay coming forward. He doesn't mind getting hit as much, and he's definitely okay putting a right hand in. Especially these hooks, because they're landing around the sides of the guard of Taylor. Essuman's still moving very well for a guy who's been hit so much to the body. There's definitely an element of nerves with the both of them. Even though they are fighting and they're fighting well, I think they both know what's at stake with this fight. Taylor's probably a bit worried of coming in too quick and getting caught again. And Essuman maybe a bit worried to get caught at a bad angle. I mean, how many times have we seen Taylor put someone square foot and then land?
T- 50-50 round this.
Yeah, really hard to score. But Essuman's found the way of getting in now. That was good shots by Taylor, as I say that, but just both of them are stepping in quite quick, and they do land when they step in, but they're getting countered by the other as well. They're actually very similar. Taylor just is a little bit more slick with how he does it. I mean, Essuman, the way he throws his punches, he is very flat-footed. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Essuman go down in this fight. I think that's Essuman's round.
I think so.
Abdul, Taylor jabbing good and front foot both tired. Are you giving that round to Taylor or Essuman, Abdul? I think it's a close one. I think you could go either way, but I would be going Essuman, just being the aggressor. This is going to be interesting because we're getting into. We know Essuman can keep doing this. What we don't
They keep talking about the engine.
What we don't know is if Taylor is going to be able to keep up with it. There we go, round 6.
Frampton gave that round to Taylor.
Yeah, it's close. I can understand why, but for me, I thought Essuman being more aggressive. That's kind of what won it for me. Sometimes you have to go to the really basic stuff, and for me, just visually, Essuman looked like he was doing a bit more. But I would say Essuman's still 3 rounds down. I mean.
Essuman's got to do a bit more for me, though. As it's getting on now, you need to start convincingly winning rounds.
Definitely. Especially since even the 3rd round, which I think we're all kind of in agreement that he won, but you could see a judge going the other way. There's been no definitive rounds for Essuman, whereas Taylor, the first 2 were definite. The 4th was definitely Taylor's. Oh, actually, the 4th was completely 50-50. That was tough, but I mean, maybe you'd even go 10-10, but the work of Taylor in round 4 was better. This round, he gets slowed down a little bit, but I imagine when we're halfway through the round, I think there's going to be something. Ekow Essuman throwing far more now. He slips Taylor's straight left. I mean, this is good from Essuman.
Essuman looks a bit tired, though.
He does. But this is it. We know that Essuman will keep going. The body shots will have an effect. But I mean, the problem is that how many fighters do you think have tried to hit the body of Essuman and slow him down? Yeah. Every single one he's faced, probably. So, and I don't really rate Josh Taylor's power as being world class. Good stuff by Essuman there. Good combination. Feels like Essuman's landing a lot cleaner.
He's got to be careful though. You're not overdoing it. I'm tiring yourself out.
Yeah.
But Essuman's throwing punches in bunches, and obviously the punches he's throwing, he seems to be exerting a lot of energy.
This is true. 10 seconds left. I say that's the clearest round for Essuman yet. Taylor really couldn't find a rhythm there. Good round by Ekow.
Interesting.
Really good round by
Yeah,
Essuman.
I think Essuman might get given that round. Don't go under the radar of a couple of things that Josh Taylor was doing in that round. And just in terms of a couple of the body shots, he keeps aiming for the body. I don't know if this is part of a plan, but he's set regardless of the round. He's constantly aiming for that body. Maybe he's trying to slow someone down.
Yeah. The problem is there is a point where you have to go. It's not working, and we, for the moment, he's up. So maybe at the moment it doesn't matter too much. But I would worry if he was still doing this in round 10. There is a point where you have to call it and go, right, we're going to have to just start winning the rounds no matter how.
Here we go, round 7.
Essuman landing already. It's a good start. Good uppercut by Taylor on the inside there.
Yeah. Another little cheeky shot there by Taylor as well when he got into holding Essuman.
Yeah, the IQ of Taylor is clearly a bit, quite a bit more experienced than that of Essuman, but there we go. There's the engine.
Oh. Do you know what though? Taylor's got a really fast snap jab.
Yeah.
Regardless of round 1 to 7, it's always there.
Yeah.
Always goes back to the basics. As you said, it always goes back to a jab. Probably just establishing range again, I think, but
Definitely. But that's what they say. I mean, the jab is the punch that will take you to world titles. Essuman needs to do a little bit more. He's Josh Taylor just looks a little relaxed. A little comfortable, rather. Some nice work by Josh Taylor.
yeah. Big body shots. Constantly aiming for that body.
Josh Taylor's got a cut over his left eye. How bad is the cut? Only looks small.
Well, he's just rubbed it, so
Yeah.
it's irritating him.
I think luckily it's going down to the side, so it shouldn't stop the fight, but so I wonder how that was caused. I imagine that was caused by a clash of heads.
Yeah. Clash of heads cause a cut.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Essuman's doing really well.
Who do you give this round to?
I think it's Taylor's round. Taylor looks a lot more slick, but Essuman is having success. I do think he needs to really start dominating rounds now, Essuman. Because especially if you go off of Frampton's scorecards, then Essuman might have one round. Which I think is very unfair, but I wouldn't be shocked if the judges are scoring it the same.
Some interesting corner talk for Taylor.
Yeah. So I
That's
think
a great
Esseman's doing
shot.
some really good work. He's just... It's a big clash of heads.
Yeah.
I think the cut is quite off centre to his eye, so I don't think it's going to ever cause. It's also not the biggest cut in the world. I think it would have to be opened up a lot by Essuman to have any potential of stopping the fight, especially this late in.
Oh, that's so. Frampton's given Essuman 2 rounds in the whole fight.
Yeah,
Bit harsh.
I really don't see. I mean, there's a lot of rounds that you could swing either way, but I feel pretty strongly that it. I think 4-3 to Taylor. I don't agree with the. I think Ekow Essuman's won at least two, but I really think three. I mean, Frampton. I don't know. I felt good shot by Essuman. Feels like Taylor's having to work a lot harder than Essuman is.
Yeah.
Essuman is shooting.
Essuman's shooting now.
He really wants more. I see. The thing is, I don't think Taylor's power that looked quite strong. I think that initial bit where Taylor rocked him was pure off balance from Ekow Essuman. I don't think Taylor's hurting him. There's plenty of time in the fight for Taylor to hurt him, but I don't think the body work has actually had that much effect. And I'm actually now looking at them, and whereas Taylor was looking the much bigger fighter, I think he now has almost shrunk a little. He's covering up a bit more. He looks a little bit damaged. Great shot from Ekow Essuman as Taylor came in. Josh Taylor's going to find the end of this fight very difficult.
Yeah, I think this is Essuman's fight more towards it as we push on.
Yeah.
This is looking like more like Essuman we might even get a stoppage,
Potentially.
That was a great body shot by Taylor.
That was really, really solid, yeah. Well, that's Essuman's round for me. That's one of the clearer rounds.
Yes.
Taylor looks a little bit lost. I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, no worries. As we go into Essuman coming out strong. Better round for Essuman. I think I would just give that round to Essuman just because of the work he was doing, and they hit Taylor with some great shots as well. I think Taylor's probably got to look at changing his game plan a little bit now. Essuman seems to be pushing him onto the back foot quite a lot, and he's starting to lean towards Essuman. Although he may have lost more of the rounds, I think this is where he can make up for it in the fight. So we'll see how we go. But round 9 now, Essuman, Taylor. And here we go. Essuman's pushing him on the back foot. He's hitting with a shot there. He's pushed Taylor back to the ropes. Ekow Essuman is pushing him back onto the ropes. Yeah, hit him with a great shot. He pushed Josh Taylor back a bit, made him think. Yeah.
For those of you that are watching, I'm sorry, I've just realised I was muted for the actual stream, so only Paolo could hear me. But basically, what I was saying is that this is now Ekow Essuman's fight. Did think it was weird. I was like, I don't think I muted myself. Shit. Oh well. Taylor, he's got to land something. Cause I think Ekow Essuman's quite comfortable now.
Yeah.
I don't think anything that Taylor's throwing is really causing Ekow Essuman any problems.
So what could what oh
Great
shot Essuman there. Well, so what's Taylor got to do better? What can he do to try and win this fight? Oh,
I mean,
that maybe.
I think maybe bring a bit of dirty work in. I don't like encouraging it, but rough him up. This is Taylor has been in the ring. The experience that Taylor's got in the ring is far more than Essuman. My worry is that it looks more like an energy problem with Taylor. Like he can't. It's not that he doesn't know what to do. It's more that he doesn't know how to do it. His punches aren't really hurting Essuman. Boxing from range would probably be the best thing. Just throwing the jab out and just keeping Essuman away. But I don't know if he's got the actual. I don't know if he's got the strength at the moment to do that. I think Essuman's quite happy to take that first punch because he knows he's going to come in and land. And what he's landing is hurting Taylor more.
Yeah.
Like what? I mean, that there from Taylor's good. He pushed him back a bit, but then Essuman's just come in. He's not that fussed by what's coming back. It's another Essuman round. Taylor needs to sort it out. That lead is going quick. Taylor's corner asking him to put more combinations together.
Yeah, I'm struggling to believe that at the moment. His corner did say he's got loads left, but his body language is saying otherwise, and how he's boxing is saying otherwise. So if he has got loads left, we need to fucking see it now.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, we're in the point of the fight now where I feel like that's maybe a false confidence thing they're trying to do with him there. Bit of cheerleading, which I understand why. But Ekow Essuman is the one with the energy. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're in round 10. He started. He's just thrown about 4 or 5 punches just off the go.
Oh, Frampton, give it a rest, man.
Yeah, no, come on. It's even at best for Taylor.
Big shot by Taylor there, but Essuman just shrug it off.
I think a lot of this is hitting the gloves of Essuman and the stuff that are great shots by Essuman. Just pushing him back now as well. He's popping his head back. If Essuman had a little bit better time and just a bit, maybe even more composure, if he could just take a step back when he's got him against the ropes, he'd land something much bigger.
Yeah, it's looking like Essuman's trying to push him back there, start him there, trying to tire him out. Taylor's punches don't look like they're doing nothing at the moment.
No. And I mean, that was a really good shot by Josh Taylor, but it just didn't look like it had much effect. I mean, maybe pushing him. Is Essuman hurt? I don't know if I don't think Essuman's hurt. The crowd are getting behind him, but I think Essuman looks okay. I think Taylor's probably winning this round so far just because of that big shot, but
Oh, slipping shot there. But is it? What would you do if you're Taylor now? You go in to look for a knockout?
I really don't know because I don't think he's got the power to do it. I think his best bet is to just keep moving, but I don't. That's the issue. I think if a younger Taylor would find this fight quite easy because you just keep Essuman at the end of your jab, you move him around, you create angles, and that's what he was doing at the start, and he was finding it. He looks relatively easy. I think the Taylor we're watching now is struggling to move quick enough. His footwork is not fast enough anymore. That was really what got him so far, was the footwork and the jab. I mean, Taylor's not a notoriously big puncher. We've seen him knock people out, sure, but it's a good end to the round by Taylor. Great shot by Essuman.
Big shot.
I have no idea who you give that to. Taylor landed clean a lot, but Essuman really hurts him at the end.
Another round for Essuman, I think.
I can see it. I can see it. I think he that is a beautiful right hook by Taylor, but then Essuman lands a left hook after. Just doesn't feel like Taylor's got enough in him to really hurt Essuman. Whereas Essuman we know can hurt Taylor. I don't like what Taylor's corner are telling him. Saying that Essuman needs the 2 rounds. I think it'd be much better to tell Josh that you need them.
Yeah, mate, you've got to remember telling your fighter out of the last 2 rounds to go. He's thinking he's just got a sharp shot, see it out, but he could lose his fight at the moment. The way the scores are.
Round 10 could have gone either way very, very easily. And Essuman looks a lot stronger in these last rounds. Good stuff by Taylor there, though. Not necessarily hurt him or have much effect, but it looked good. Oh, good shots by Essuman.
Again,
I think
Josh Taylor's
whoever loses this fight is going to feel they've been robbed.
100%. That's the problem.
It's going to be a bit of a classic. Both of them going to be on their coach's shoulders after this.
But I think, as it stands.
Well, I think Essuman's up now. I think Taylor's the one that really needs to win the 2 rounds. I think Essuman's up by a round.
It's going to be hard. Like I think more Essuman will feel like at this point now, unless we see something different, I think Essuman's just winning. It's close though because he did lose a lot of rounds early on, but he's won more towards the end, sort of.
Essuman's just throwing more, landing more, and it seems that he can hurt him.
That's the thing that they're saying is he needs to be busier. needs to be busier and he needs to do more. Because if you're leaving it to the judges, I find it hard. Not how you don't give Essuman this round.
Yeah, he's working harder, but he's landing more. Josh Taylor's the one that's creating the clinches, that's holding. I really don't see how this round so far can't go to Essuman, which for me means that Taylor would have to, at the very least, win the last round to get a draw. If you go one of our rounds that could have been 50-50, but I think realistically, the way this is going, Taylor's going to need a knockdown at least to keep himself the fight. That's a big round 12 coming up now.
Listen, next round's big.
Huge.
Because although we may feel Essuman's up, he's going to go into this round thinking that he needs to win.
Yeah. See, Essuman's corner are keeping him very you need to do more. You need to come on the body shots. Whereas I think Taylor
needs a knockout, or not. Or he needs to win it. He needs a 10-8 round. This
cut out for a second. I don't know if that was me or you, but yeah.
What's that?
What one of us cut out there, but I didn't hear what you said.
Taylor needs a 10-8 round, or I don't think he's going to get a stoppage, but he needs a 10-8 round.
Yeah. He needs something bigger. And it just feels like Ekow Essuman's the one that will get that round. It's a good start by Taylor. The final round. Carl Frampton has Ekow Essuman up.
Finally.
Took its time, but...
So at best, he's looking at a draw.
Yeah. That's pretty much worked out where we are as well.
What Frampton is saying, if you are listening and watching on with his own commentary on, Frampton has said he thinks at best a draw, which at this point is why Taylor needs a 10-8 round.
Yeah. Essuman's still being the aggressor. It's not a bad round from Taylor so far, but it feels like the later stages of this round, Essuman will come on stronger again. Essuman's still hunting. I mean, this round could go. If either of them land one big punch and something that's flashy, something that gets the judge's attention, but feels like Ekow Essuman is going to do this. He's got a minute left. He probably needs to put together one big combination, and I think he's won the round. Good stuff by Ekow Essuman. This is what I wanted.
Yeah. At the moment, I don't think Josh Taylor's, he ain't done enough to win this round. I don't think.
It's again coming down to that thing of Taylor's energy is just not quite enough. Like, he started the fight really well, put a good combination in there, but Ekow Essuman's walked through it. Doesn't look as good to the judges if the fight on the receiving end just takes it and eats it. Ekow Essuman's fighting really well. He's still landing, he's coming in. He's definitely a bit tired now, but he's still 10 seconds left. Ekow Essuman's still... I mean, they're clinched right now, but Ekow Essuman's just won, I think. I'd be disappointed, if I'm honest, if I saw Taylor's hand raised.
Big fight. Good fight.
Yeah. Very, very good fight.
What did you guys think? And let us know, Taylor or Essuman. We'll put a poll up afterwards as well. Who they thought won,
Yeah.
Taylor or Essuman. Who did you think won, Taylor or Essuman? Yeah.
We've got Told You Essuman by Mocklock. I'm just going online seeing what Twitter's saying about the fight as well. Boxing UK has Essuman up. Danny has Essuman up. Essuman. Really, I'm not seeing anyone saying. Yeah. I think there's going to be calls for robbery if this doesn't go to Ekow Essuman.
Mocklock said, "Told you, Essuman."
Here we go. Where does Josh Taylor go from here? Because regardless of what's about to get read out by the scorecards, we all know that that's not the same fighter that beat Ramirez and became unified undisputed.
I don't know. I think if he walks away, he can hold his head high. He's not going to walk away. But it's tough, man. We'll see what the judges are saying. They cannot get this horribly wrong.
No. I could understand a draw because Taylor did win a lot of the early rounds. But if I'm honest, this is an Ekow Essuman win. Here we go. 116, 113, 116, 112, 115, 113. Unanimous decision. It's got to be Ekow if it's unanimous. Ekow Essuman. Deserved. I'm surprised. Josh Taylor looks very...
Wow.
I mean, that was brilliant by Ekow Essuman.
Why does Josh Taylor look so surprised?
But I think his corner were telling him that he's won.
Mental.
Josh Taylor looks like he's just been robbed. I think in this post-fight interview, I think Taylor's about to say a few things.
I don't think he can be too disappointed with that, bro.
No, he really can't. Taylor, look, he started the fight really well. But just... I don't think he had the energy. I don't know. I think Essuman looked great, and we know that Essuman can keep going towards the end. But I think towards the end, Taylor lost all his strength. He looked very old in there, Taylor, at the end. Couldn't keep Essuman away.
Interesting.
Total punches thrown, 493 to 636.
Essuman's a winner, man.
Essuman wins. Let's see. Taylor's still in the ring, so we will hear from him.
Yeah. Just listening to Essuman now.
Yeah.
Taylor's gone. He's off.
Oh, he's left, right. Be interesting to see what he says after them.
Yeah, interesting. So, Essuman Taylor has finished, Connor.
Essuman Taylor is done. Big fight.
I don't think I can complain too much with that.
I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy it's gone the way it has. I imagine we're about to see some very upset Josh Taylor interviews from IFL TV in the next sort of 10 minutes. But I think that is the live stream done. As is usual, thank you very much to all those that did comment, watch, and to any extent support. Thank you. We have the giveaway going, so not just because we're making a load of good content, and when I say a load of, I mean we've got a stream on Wednesday. We've got Champions League final, Cada Plant. We're doing Wardley, Hooney. We've got so much going on at the moment. Boxing this week, 50 episodes. So if that wasn't reason enough to subscribe, then we've given you another one with the giveaway where you can win, completely free to enter, not endorsed by YouTube, but you can win a £50 Amazon gift card. Get yourself to Spain from Stansted. We apologise about Stansted, but you're still going to Spain, so...
The competition is not to go to Spain. You were saying that you could win with the £50. You could spend that flight.
But look, there's so much going on. There's no reason not to. So please do subscribe and like and share and make sure you come back as well because we appreciate it. All in all, well done, Ekow Essuman. Well done, Ekow Essuman. Is that how you're going?